Welcome back to the Night Shift Podcast. I am your host, Brian Markley, at Bright Allison on Twitter. To my left, the boy, Bailey Gary.
What's going on, guys? You can find me on Twitter at... It's actually Insomniac.
Twitter.
Oh. It's actually at Insomniac now. I changed it just because I started...
Oh, great. Now I'll be saying, it's at bgary24.
Yeah, it's a lowercase o and then just Insomniac. INSOMNIAK. It's all lowercase.
And to my right, the self-proclaimed mixture of Squidward and Plankton.
That's crazy.
His best friend's a computer.
Unreal.
Jordan Wakefield.
How we doing, everybody? It's at Jerry498 on Twitter.
And we're on the Night Shift Podcast. I just couldn't let that go. That was too good of material to not have it on the podcast. So it's episode 40.
Yes.
Huzzah.
Yes.
Yes. It's later. It's a late episode, but I haven't had the best of weeks. But we'll get into all of that fun stuff and Brian's bad mental state in a second. Let's kick it off with what we're listening to as per usual. But before we do that, Bailey, where can you find us?
You can find us on fucking Spotify, Apple Music, or Apple Podcasts, I guess. Fucking probably Google Podcasts.
Yes.
Not SoundCloud, because fuck SoundCloud. Yep. Twitter's at _TNSP, capitalize all 4 letters, and then underscore after that. What is it? Night Shift Podcast on YouTube.
Yeah.
The Night Shift plays on Twitch.
If I hit record.
Dude, if you didn't...
Well, if you didn't, it'd be the perfect time because we can just start over. But if I did, then this is going to be...
Did you? Okay, cool.
Well, guess what? Then we're not starting over, so cut that bit out.
No, that's fine.
I'm just...
It gives the podcast character.
My anxiety this week has been so bad, so I don't even trust myself.
I think that's where you can find us, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I just forgot.
What's our Twitch, Bailey Gary?
I said that. I said it at the Night Shift Plays on Twitch.
Oh, did he?
Well, guess what? If you said it already, you just heard it a second time.
Yeah.
We normally stream on Monday nights. Obviously, it didn't happen this past Monday. Maybe we'll do... we could potentially do it tonight. If you wanted to.
It depends on what time we get home from...
Yeah, it don't matter.
Yeah.
But we have an opportunity if we wanted to. But
potentially.
But yes, Bailey plugged everything. I don't need to say anything else. What we're listening to, what we're doing, how we're feeling. Jordan, you go first.
All right. Where do I start? Let's start music. Music, I've been all over the place. Monday, I can even tell you the days. Monday was all Lil Uzi. That's all I listened to. Is just all of Lil Uzi. Love is Rage 2 is still his best. I'll die on that hill.
Just walk in his room here. Yeah.
Well, you probably didn't have to walk in my room. You probably just had to walk in my house because it's playing my Beats pill. So,
not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Tuesday, I don't remember, so I'm sorry. Actually, I can't tell you day by day. Wednesday was the weekend, all day. Thursday was Brent Faiyaz, and his music is really, really good. I'm really excited for his new project.
Can confirm.
Good.
And then obviously the usual Drake. My playlist thrown in there here and there, but I played through Ratchet. Video game wise, I played through the remake of the first one that was also
still
remastered. It's weird.
It's a remake of the first PS2 game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic. I'm going back through to play it on challenge mode, but I was saying this to my friend because he wasn't sure if he wanted to play it. I'm playing it through on challenge mode, but you know how it is. You keep all your old weapons.
It's basically New Game Plus.
Yeah, but dude, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, and that's just I'm walking through everything. It's so easy.
It's not. Yeah, it's not a very hard game.
Yeah, it's so easy, but it's a fantastic game. It gets me super excited for Rift Apart and what the new graphics and new weapons and story and all that. Really looking forward to that.
Real quick, because I finished Ratchet this week too, because we were talking about plus the 60 FPS update and everything. Where do you think it ranks in your Ratchet list? Because go ahead.
It's hard because I think for being a first game, I think it did a really good job with laying the base and getting.
Do you like it better than the original PS2? The original first PS2 one? Because I don't.
No.
It might be a nostalgia thing, but
yeah.
I guess my thing with that game, or this one, while it is fantastic, the tie-in with the movie kind of fucks with the story
Yes.
a little bit, which I
Yes.
don't like. And I think it is easier than the other ones.
Yes.
Although the last boss battle is a bitch.
It's so annoying.
It's really fucking.
It's
That
not-
is
it's not-
like the most annoying thing ever. I
It's
remember
not-
playing that shit. It's, just
it's not
annoying.
hard, but it's just annoying.
Once you
'cause-
figure out what you're supposed to do,
Yeah.
like the thing that would always fuck me is those stupid magnet
Yes.
mines. I hated that
Yes.
shit because I'd just be fucked.
Yep.
But what's cool about Ratchet and Clank, and then I'll let you finish, is like it forces you in a way where it doesn't force you, but it encourages you to use every single weapon.
Yes.
And I really like that.
Yes.
I really like you can latch on to 1 or 2 or 3 weapons throughout the whole game, but like that boss battle, you're supposed to use like the combustor and the what's the rocket launcher? It's not the Warmonger, is it?
That's the upgraded version. What's the basic version called?
It-
The Warmonger is the upgraded version.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say, but I actually don't even know what the first one's called.
Whichever one that is,
Yeah.
it's like a rocket launcher type gun if you're
Yeah.
not familiar with what we're talking about. But you want to use that while he's in the air, but then when he's on the ground, you got to use like the Glove of Doom or
Yeah.
the one that like the radius gun. You know what I'm talking about? I love that one. That's my favorite
the
one.
bomb thing. What's it called?
I forget what it's called. It's some like some.
I want to say
weird
it's called
name.
like the gravity bomb. I think that's actually what it's called.
That's the one you throw. They're like the.
Oh, that's the little grenade.
That's the actual grenade.
You're
yeah.
right.
I forget what the
You're right.
actual one's called, but it's like for good for surface damage
Yes.
basically.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But
Yeah, where
where it ranks,
I don't think it's better than any of the PS2 ones.
no. It could be better maybe than. I don't think it. I still think it's probably the bottom for me personally.
Mm.
But I think that the first one did a fantastic job of getting you into all the other games, and it set up like Going Commando, Up Your Arsenal, Deadlock. It really did a good job of like setting the groundwork so that way those 3 games could build on top of it.
And the goal for the PS4 remake isn't necessarily to
No.
be the best one. It was $40 when it came out, so it's
Yeah.
like, you know,
Or
here's just to play Ratchet again.
$3.99 because it was PS Plus.
Right, exactly.
So even better.
Exactly. So,
But I'm really looking forward to that.
oh dude, I can't wait. Rift Apart's going to be so good.
Oh, I can't wait.
Because like that's going to have like an actual like the story will be
Yes.
better. There'll be a little more challenge to it, I would think.
I'm looking forward to the like interaction between Clank and the. I'm assuming it's supposed to be a female, Mombax, but I'm not assuming anything.
What, you
'cause-
think they're going to fuck?
No. What the fuck? No, I'm just curious how like the
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
interaction will be
Mm.
because you know he's used to being with Ratchet for years, so I'm just curious.
Yeah,
how
it's
that'll
cool that
be.
we still have no idea about that game.
Yeah.
For the most part. I was watching the gameplay trailer they did the other, like a while ago, but like, that shit's going to be really good.
Yeah, it looks
really good.
It looks
beautiful.
really, really good too.
So-
So I'm super excited for that. What else have I been doing? I was saying about it before the pod. Watching people build like custom keyboards. Actually, just one guy in particular. Just watching him build custom keyboards is like.
So Jordan's thing to do at like 3 a.m. Watch somebody build custom keyboards, or what was that one thing you were talking about? Like the street market food.
Street market food. Yeah, dude. Because the problem is and it happened again. It's like you just start watching videos on YouTube. It's like 1:30 in the morning. You don't know what to do, so you're just like, but you're not tired, so you just go on YouTube and you just let it play. Well, it happened that this guy's video came on about he was building a custom keyboard for
You're talking like computer keyboard, not like
yeah,
music
like
keyboard.
like I don't know if they'll be able to see this or not, but like this type of keyboard, but like a custom built one with like a stainless steel case, like aluminum case, like a
damn.
very nice case with like custom keycaps and like custom switches and like a custom board and all that stuff. Like it's super like unique and very expensive because I was doing my research, and just like the switches, like if you want like good ones, not like just like basic mass produced ones, like good switches run like at $150, like just bare minimum, just for the fucking keys. Just for what's under these fucking keys is $150, so it's expensive, but
Adds up quickly.
yes, it does. But
How
again,
many keys are on a keyboard? Like a shit ton. So I can imagine.
well, the whole keycap, it's gonna come with more than what you would need because it gives you like extras and stuff. But I would say, well, there's 26 letters in the alphabet. There's probably 60-ish keys.
That's what I was thinking.
Probably on that. But yeah, that is interesting to me. And stuff like that. Like watching people build computers and build like keyboards and stuff is kind of the rabbit hole I like to dive down into.
Yeah, that's your.
Okay, yeah, real quick. Just because we were talking about it earlier, right before pod.
I gotta lean forward
We-
to talk to you.
Yeah, I brought up. I forget how this came in conversation, brought up the fact that KFC has like a chicken sandwich, and y'all are like, "Oh, KFC's always had a chicken sandwich." Like it's an advertisement
we didn't
again.
say that, but
It's essentially what you
it
said.
wasn't us.
Well, it was Matt.
Yeah.
But like, look, it's like get the all new Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich. Like this is, I told you it was new. Don't believe me.
Well, they
It could be a
have.
new recipe.
Is it a new recipe?
Well, it's a fried chicken sandwich.
Oh,
I
so
don't know
they're
if that's
trying
the
to
difference.
replicate like the Popeyes and the
Yeah, they're trying
That's
to.
what-
I mean,
That's
they've always
that's
had
what I was
like,
trying to say. But
they've always
fucking
had like
Matt.
a buttermilk like chicken sandwich or some shit like that. I don't know what it's
Yeah.
called, but they've always had that.
Do you feel better about
Yeah,
yourself?
I
now?
do. I was like, listen, I knew I wasn't talking on my ass.
What else is there? I don't think there's anything else. So if one of you guys would like to go,
BG, go ahead.
I'll start with Jordan. Start with music. I've been going through Jack Harlow's old stuff. I think like his newest album is like just 10 times better than anything he's put out prior.
I think it's that much better.
I do think it's that much better. I definitely I don't know. I think it definitely. You can see he perfected his craft a lot more on his newest album compared to his older stuff. None of his older stuff's like bad. I just don't enjoy it as much.
You just said 10 times, so I would.
I was maybe an over exaggeration.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
I was just pointing out the fact that he's really improved. I think, but
yeah,
besides
would
that,
argue that.
besides that, like typical stuff that I listen to, nothing out of the blue. I finished season 1 and 2 of Dr. Stone. It's pretty good. I'll definitely watch the third season. Started Vinland Saga yesterday. Show's pretty damn good. I'm very interested to see where they go. I'm like episode 7.
They described to me as Viking anime.
It is exactly what it is. Do you know what Vinland actually is?
Fuck no.
Well, you should.
Jordan might. You look like a Viking.
You're playing Valhalla, aren't you still? Occasionally.
Hasn't really
Tickled your fancy.
It's Assassin's Creed.
That's the fear I have with it. That's why I haven't bought it yet.
Vinland is essentially Canada. It's like what they named it after they first found it. It was named Vinland. I might be capping, but I'm pretty sure
Brian's
Vinland
going
is
to
like
what's the name called?
Vinland.
Brian's going to Vinland.
Brian's going to Finland.
Now, is there like a Drake character in it? I'm joking.
No, that's fucking...
Not really. But I am.
But the thing is that they're not in Vinland. So like, I'm curious why it's called the
So they're not
Vinland
in
Saga.
Canada?
No.
So I ain't watching it.
That's why you don't need to watch it. You still watching Naruto?
Yeah. I haven't finished season 1 yet.
Yeah,
I'm
well-
getting there, but
Technically, it's funny because like Crunchyroll has it broken up to seasons, but technically that show doesn't have any seasons.
I was gonna say.
That was just ran straight through. There's like a difference between like how new anime are and how like old shit was. Like fucking One Piece. One Piece is still like this.
well, isn't
But Bleach, Naruto.
I mean Pokemon's kind of like that. I know
Yeah.
Pokemon's not technically an
Pokemon,
anime,
but that shit
like,
never. No, yeah, it is.
I'd say that was
It's
right.
originally an anime.
Yeah, I would say it's an anime.
But that shit was they just put it out every fucking week, like every week. This shit never stopped. But started watching Vinland Saga. It's pretty good so far. I don't know, like not playing anything different. Call of Duty. I started playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's the current walkthrough I'm doing.
I thought you played that already.
I didn't beat it. I don't remember it, and the progress wasn't saved. In conclusion, Tifa Best Girl.
I have that game. I haven't downloaded it yet. I might actually, because here's my thing. I want to wait for the PS5 upgraded version, but I don't know if that's a free upgrade. I think it is.
I think they said that
if you have it on the PS4,
it's going to be a free upgrade to the PS5. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
So I'll just wait to play
The
that.
problem I have, and I want to play that too when it comes out, but I don't want to play it now and then have to wait because they didn't come out and say when the next installment of
Actually,
it.
I think they did.
Oh, did they?
I think it's.
I'm sorry. I thought you said the next. I thought you meant like the upgraded version.
No. I'm talking like the next
It's supposed to come out like.
It's supposed to come out this year, but they didn't
Yeah.
say. They didn't say when. So this year could be
And
December.
how long is it Final Fantasy VII? Like long as fuck.
4 parts. They have it. This game is broken down into 4 parts.
Yeah, but isn't like the original game like 70 hours?
oh, it's very long.
And the first one's only 25 to 30 hours.
Yeah, but I don't think they came out and said when they're making a part 2 of it.
They
yet.
don't have a release date, but like I think it's supposed to be this year.
I'm doing some research, so you guys can continue.
But I agree with you. I want to play that so bad, but I don't want to play it through and then.
Did you guys ever play the original Final Fantasy VII?
The original?
I
Yes.
didn't play it the whole way through, but I played.
Is that shit like built like that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah,
it's
it's
really
fantastic.
good. It's a fantastic game.
It's
It wasn't
probably.
the combat different in
Yes,
that game?
yes.
It wasn't a
Well, that's what made it
turn-based?
super unique. It was turn based, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was like a real time. It's like real time and turn based put together. It's not like you can still get attacked before you make a move.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But this is all action, right? It's not like
No, yeah, you just play as Cloud or... Yeah. No, yeah. That's it.
I can't find anything on the
In
second
conclusion, Tifa best girl. That's all I gotta say.
part. I do want to know when the upgrade version comes out.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to talk about. Phillies are making me proud. The Flyers are disappointing, and the Bulls are on a 3-game win streak.
Well, you played the Raptors, so that doesn't count. It's like 2.5 game win streak.
It's tough. I don't know. Chris Boucher was balling.
Yeah, but the tank is heavy. Thank God I don't have to watch the
Tank for Cade.
I don't have to watch the Raptors anymore. June 10th is the release date for Final
Damn.
Fantasy VII
Shit's $70.
remake. Yeah, but it adds. I'm pretty sure it adds stuff.
Which is just
New episodes.
Yeah. Oh, it has Yuffie. That's right. I remember seeing that.
Yeah,
So,
so
like,
there's-
okay, so they're adding new stuff, right? But like, is it like extra stuff or is it story stuff? Is it canon or no?
I think it's.
I couldn't tell you. I
Because
don't.
if it is canon, right, like it does matter to the story of Final Fantasy VII. What if someone beat the Final Fantasy VII remake originally and are like, I don't want to go play through the whole game again just to experience the new parts? Because I wouldn't play it again just to experience like a different like. Hour
That's why
or
I'm just
two.
waiting.
I don't remember. I can't remember if her part is story based or not. I think it is.
In addition to these visual improvements, Intergrade also, which is what they're using the name of it, Intergrade. So Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, which is a very Final Fantasy name.
Yeah.
Also includes a brand new episode featuring Yuffie as a playable character. This new episode sees Yuffie infiltrating Midgar and conspiring with Avalanche HQ to steal the ultimate materia from the Shinra Electric Power Company. A lot of words there. Some of you probably have no idea what half those mean.
I know.
I know
what it all means.
I know what materia is. I know what Midgar is. I know what Avalanche HQ is, and Shinra Electric Power Company.
So, like, all the Final Fantasy games take place in the same universe?
I'm not a Final Fantasy expert, so I
Kind of.
couldn't really tell you. What I like about Final Fantasy, though, is that you don't have to play any of them in order. It's not like that type of game, which I do like, because then you can just jump in.
And there's a shit ton of
I remember playing Final Fantasy X a little bit. That was pretty decent.
The only other Final Fantasy I played was the one that came out a few years ago with the bull black hair, and I forget his name.
Oh,
And I had no clue what the fuck was going on in that one. Like, I know what's going on in this one, but that one I was
That's the
dead
problem with Final
confused.
Fantasy, is like, some of the shit's really confusing. But yeah, I mean...
I can picture the character, but I just can't think of his name.
So I'll wait to play it, but I don't know if I'm going to play it even on the 10th, because, like, how long is the first part?
25 to 30 hours, so added with that, maybe like 30 something.
Long.
And with Deathloop coming out end of May and Ratchet end of June, I don't know if I'll have time to play it then. So technically now is a good time. I probably should play it, because I'll just...
Damn.
Go ahead.
No, the first Final Fantasy to ever come out came out in 1987.
Mm-hmm.
It's an
It's
old
crazy.
series. I guess I'll just start with what I've been doing. I haven't been playing a whole lot. That's kind of my thing, where I was just going to say, like, I should probably jump in now, because there's nothing... I finished Ratchet, which I wasn't far off of, so it took me probably 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I was at the part with the Megacorp headquarters there.
Oh, yeah.
We get the what's the disguise thing?
The
What's it actually called?
Oh,
Hollow guys.
Hollow Guys, yeah.
Yeah. So you get that, and then you're basically at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So, finished that. It was good to get through it again. Actually, never beat it the first time around.
Oh, really?
I got to the boss battle and then just never beat it.
Really?
So I popped the trophy, so that was... Woohoo! But yeah, I mean, we've been playing Apex. Matt and I have been playing mostly Apex because he's home, but he doesn't have his PS5, so you can download on the PS4, so we've been doing that. Yeah, we can talk about Assassin's Creed a little bit. I recommend you get it because it's a good Assassin's Creed game, but get it on sale. Don't pay a full $60 or $70 for it. It's not worth it for that. It's good. it's not grabbing me. And it's kind of a shame because I was looking forward to playing it. It's beautiful on the PS5. It looks great.
It really is.
The gameplay's just so weird, and
it plays
Assassin's
clunky.
Creed
It
is
plays
so
clunky.
Well, Assassin's Creed in general is so clunky. Like I just
Yeah, but like it doesn't play like an Assassin's Creed.
no, it definitely does. It's much more of an action game, and even if you try to be stealthy, it's hard.
Dude,
because like
stealth in that game is so bad.
it is pretty bad. I mean,
So bad.
I like the characters and like the premise of the game, and you like are trying to build like not relationships, but like somebody help me with the word.
Village.
Yeah, you're supposed to like build alliances. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
So you like pick where you want to go build alliances, and that's where kind of the missions are and all that. So I mean, it's a cool premise. It's a cool idea for an Assassin's Creed game. It's just not.
I think the game is better if you took the Assassin's Creed name off it.
Sure, I mean, but you gotta do that for sales.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what you're saying. It's not. Assassin's Creed really isn't Assassin's Creed anymore.
It's really not.
Which is fine.
That shit died after like.
I would say Brotherhood. I know you guys liked Unity and all that.
I didn't like Unity. I like Black Flag.
Black Flag was good too. Yeah.
Black Flag's where the game kind of fell off after that for me.
Yeah. My still favorite. Mine's 2.
Mine's Brotherhood.
Brotherhood's really good.
I never
too.
beat 2. That shit was so fucking long.
2's really good.
That's probably 2 or 3.
Ezio's hands down. See, I didn't like 3.
Really?
Again,
3 was alright.
really cool premise. Just didn't do it for me.
The best games were without a doubt with Ezio.
Yes, Ezio is the best protagonist in that series. I don't think anybody would argue that, honestly. This one's good though.
Yeah.
Eivor is cool.
Yeah. I think this may be weird because I feel like no one did it like that, but like I used to play the fuck out of Brotherhood multiplayer.
The multiplayer was cool.
Fun.
It was
And
cool.
Brotherhood.
I wasn't good at it, but it was cool.
So was
Well, Unity had the 4-player co-op, right?
Yep. It was fun.
Which is a cool
the
idea.
Unity's premise was really good. Again, like they always have really good premises, but they just bottle it. It's like Tottenham. But what was the fucking one? Black Flag's multiplayer. There we go. I don't know why I was trying to play Black Flag. Had good multiplayer too. There was one. I forget what it was called. It was like 4v4. It's not Manhunt. It was something else. You could like blend. You'd either like be attacking or hiding. It was fun. You could get different abilities.
You're talking Assassin's Creed game?
Yeah, like in the multiplayer, like one thing you could do is throw a firecracker into a crowd, and like if like the
I'm pretty sure that
the
was...
CPUs would duck and whatnot, but if it was a real person, they wouldn't, so you'd have to run away, or you could like throw a smoke, or there was like poison.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I thought that was just the main game mode.
There's multiple game modes.
No, I know, but
I forget what it was called though. What else? What other some other ones? Well, there's all kinds of different assassinations and different skins and like a bunch of different characters.
I mean, for Assassin's Creed multiplayer, you wouldn't think that it would be good. I mean, it was fun.
Yeah, that 4v4 game, it was fun. Me and my friend Rory really got me into that. We played that a bunch.
Yeah, I haven't been playing much. Music-wise, it's been kind of just an absolute nightmare. Like I said, I wasn't in the best of mental spaces this last week now, I guess. So it's been like the weekend a lot. We didn't get to talk about it on Monday, but I think it was Sunday or Saturday somewhere. It was like the weekend. Jokes. Funny. It was the 3rd year anniversary of My Dear Melancholy, which might be outside of like House of Balloons, my favorite weekend project. Like, I actually had a take. I was going to text you guys, but I never did. I wanted to save it. Would you call me crazy if I said I like My Dear Melancholy more than I like After Hours?
I mean, I don't think so.
I think...
No, because I think all 6 songs on My Dear Melancholy are like top weekend, so...
Yeah, I mean, that shit's really good. And I think... I was thinking about it. I remember when it came out, and we were like, oh, there's a comma after Melancholy. And we were like, oh, there's a second project. I think actually what it is think of it like a letter. Like, you know, you address somebody in a letter, you'd put like, Dear Jordan, right?
Yeah,
put the comma.
Yeah.
I think My Dear Melancholy, comma, and then the letter or the body of the letter is the project. That's what I kind of think now.
Could be. It's a good...
When you think about it, it's kind of cool to think about it that way. It's cool how music does that.
It's about Selena, right, too?
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, but I've been going from like the weekend. I've actually been listening to a lot of Uzi too. Dude, I'm like all over the place. Like Benny, like it's like shoot people music, and then I'm sad music, and there's no in between.
And then it's like I'm turning up music.
And then I'm doing the fucking futsal shuffle.
Exactly. Like it's been strange.
Did you guys see the video of Little Uzi like fucking trying to open the door out of the car for JT?
Yes.
That shit was hilarious. Did you see that, Brian?
I don't think so.
Where he like opens it and he just lets it go.
The guy goes up to open the door. I'm assuming his bodyguard or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I got the door. So the bodyguard steps back. He opens the door. It opens like a quarter of the way, and it just slams closed. And she opens it herself. It's so funny.
Dude, I was watching. Uzi's a very interesting dude.
Oh.
Yes.
Like, he seems cool as fuck.
Bro, like, I mean, look at it's like the video, like how I think the video that captures his personality is like him with like when he had red hair and like he was pulling up in like this fucking like he had, like I forget what kind of pants he had on, but like he pulls up with the ice cream cone to the kids on the bus. He's like, "How you guys doing?" And he's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. He's like, I just got here.
Yeah, like-
It's just like, bro, what?
Oh no, he's outside the. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He just.
But
eating
he's
ice
like.
cream. It's
So I was
bro,
watching. It's not sneaker shopping like complex sneaker shopping, but it's sneaker shopping with Cool Kicks. Was I telling you this?
No.
You told me this.
I was telling you this.
because
Okay.
Dennis was like-
So it's basically another sneaker shopping
Yeah.
series, right? And it's at this store called Cool Kicks, which is in Los Angeles. And they have a whole bunch of people on. Like they've had like Fabio Foreign, they've had fucking Drewski was on there.
God.
Like,
Oh, God.
Dude, oh my god. So, real quick about Drewski. You all saw the part video of fucking him talking to Mario Judah, right?
Mhm.
And you know how he starts like singing the N-word?
Mm-hmm.
And Drewski's like, that's gotta be racist. Like, that shit's hilarious, bro. Like, 'cause
Drewski's funny as shit.
I was talking to Brian the other day, Jordan, right? Because the Phillies have this relief feature.
Pichu.
feature.
This relief pitcher, right? His name is Coonrad. Like, that's his last name, right? And I'm sitting there when I first heard it, because I never heard of his name before. I was like, hey, yo, what? I was sitting here, and all I could think of was the Drewski, and like, that's gotta be racist. And like, there's no way
Absolutely.
that's not racist.
Coonrad.
Yeah, that's his last name.
That's
I'm
a
like,
name.
bro.
Yeah.
That's,
I was like,
that's
what?
a name. That's very...
That's
taken out of context, that could get bad very quickly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, who is this relief pitcher, and who thought it was a good idea
What's
to
his
take
first
last
name?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Brad. Brad Coonrad. That's just what I think. That's just like what I want to say.
it makes sense because Brad's such a white name.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's-
Anyway, so Uzi's doing this sneaker shopping with Cool Kicks, right? And it's just a bunch of these guys that work at the store, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
They think they're drippy, whatever. They're all cool. And they take Uzi into
Sam.
they take Uzi into the back where they have like they have their display pairs, but they have like other shit back
Yeah.
there. He's like a size like 8.5 or some shit, right? And Uzi, if you don't know, Uzi's got fucking money.
Yeah,
And he's a fashion like his sneaker shopping with Complex. He didn't even buy he bought like designer sneakers. He
Yeah.
just bought like a whole shit ton of clothes.
Clothes, yeah.
Because he can.
Yeah.
And so he's in the back, and they're like showing him all these pairs. Like we're talking like Off-White, Air Force Ones. We're talking like Union Jordans, all this shit, like expensive ass shoes.
Yeah.
And he's just like, yeah, I got them. Like just super like even keel. Like
Yeah.
he's like they'll be like, do you like these? He'd be like, fuck nah, they ugly. He did like it was cool to see because he doesn't put like the price tag of a sneaker or like the rarity of it.
Yeah.
It don't matter to him.
No.
If he
It's all
likes it,
about
he
fashion,
likes it.
yeah.
You know, he's saying he's a big Air Force One guy. Air Force Ones aren't that expensive.
No.
Like 110,
I mean,
130.
You can. I mean, there's collaborations in certain
Yeah.
ones that get a little more pricey, but like you can go buy a pair of all white Air Force Ones at any time for $90.
Yeah.
You're set. So, but like halfway through this sneaker shopping, fucking Gunna just shows up, and Gunna's a funny motherfucker
Oh,
too.
yeah.
You know, he got drip as well. So he says to Uzi, Uzi says to him he's like, "You look good, bro," and fucking Gunna goes, "Man, thanks." He goes, "Thanks, twin. You too." And it's just the funniest shit. And somebody's like, "Yo, somebody should have gave Gunna and Uzi their own fucking like nighttime show or something."
Tell him about the 5v1.
Oh my god! And the Fabio Foreign one. You know how Fabio's like gang related. So
Oh,
like,
yeah, absolutely.
he pulls up into Cool Kicks with like 10 motherfuckers, and they all just start making gun noises. Like, it's like pow pow pow, like as they're walking into the store, and they're playing Fabio's new single, which I don't know what it was at the time,
Yeah.
but like, and they all just start woo walking like it's a music video, and then people just kind of looking at each other. I'm like, imagine if you're like a tourist, and like you just pull up at Cool Kicks because you hear this is a pretty good sneaker store, and you just see it's just a bunch of motherfuckers woo walking and making gun noises. Like,
I'd be scared.
yeah, I would leave.
I would be scared.
I'd be scared.
I would be scared.
So yes, there's my.
Jordan would start walking with the fuck.
Absolutely, yeah.
You talk about.
But I'd still be scared.
You talk about YouTube like rabbit holes, sneaker shopping, and
Oh, yes.
that side for me is kind of my thing.
Did you watch the Who just dropped one? Little TJ one. Did you watch that one?
Yeah. I saw the clip of like they like were talking to him about these $16,000 like there was like 16-gram pair of shoes, right?
Yeah.
And he was just like,
it was the Jeters.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't the Jeters. It was something else.
They were like, "Would you ever buy this?" He was like, "Nah." He was like, "I got homies who like gotta pay rent and shit." I'm like, "Bro, you're like a millionaire."
He said
like,
he's like, I forget what he said. He's
like, "I know homies that gotta pay can't pay."
Oh, he's
rent.
like, "Fuck out of here," like New York style. You know?
Yeah. Like, fuck. They asked me, he's like, "Fuck out of here."
Fuck out of here.
Because I think he took his homies shopping and everything. So.
Yeah. Like, I get that, like, yeah, you know people that don't pay rent, but, like, if you can cover their rent, why can't you just buy the shoes if you wanted to?
No, because he would rather use that money towards
Well, yeah, what,
that's what he's saying.
I think what his premise was...
Yeah, because I was so confused.
I think what he was
like,
trying to say was, like, why would I waste $16,000 on a pair of sneakers when I have friends who could use that money for better things? I think is what he was trying to say. But he didn't...
Sentiment.
Yeah, he didn't say it that way.
I think, yeah, no. With the money he got, though, bro. Like, I don't think it mattered.
I mean, with the money
that
all those people...
times over.
All those people that are on complex sneaker shopping
bro,
could buy $16,000 pair of shoes and not even bat an eye.
Think about that store.
My favorite one of my favorites is the Bryson Tiller one.
I love that one.
And, like, well, obviously we do.
But I mean,
but like, he goes in there and, like, you wouldn't think of him being the one to literally drop. Like, he bought, like, literally 2 rails that day. He got, these won't mean anything to you, but the Air Mags, the Back to the Future shoe, he bought those because he pulled up to the sneaker shopping shoot in the DeLorean, so he had to buy the Air Mags because he's just a fucking G. And then he bought the Nike Yeezy, the Red October, the all red one, which is like that's like
3,000.
That's more. That's probably those two together is at least.
Well, he spent like
14K,
I think,
something like that.
Yeah, he spent.
If not more.
Yeah,
but like yeah. I can't watch those sneaker shoppings because then I'm just like, oh, well, to StockX I go. And then I'm like, I can't afford any of this, so I close the app.
Yep.
Back to what I've been doing. I haven't been watching anything much. Baseball.
Baseball.
Pretty much. That's about why I've stopped watching Naruto for a little
Not baseball.
bit.
Do you want to hear a crazy fact?
I would love to hear a crazy fact.
Alex Bohm is batting like 400 something with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Cardinals are 5-2.
Yeah, we're winning, gang.
Yeah, but like You
don't feel 5-2.
I don't like our pitching.
You don't. You see, I like our pitching this year.
You like it right now.
I like the 1 through 3.
You like it right now.
And that bullpen.
It's a long season.
Do you know we have the best bullpen in baseball right now, stats wise? Like, who would have thought?
Right now.
It's like the fucking clip of fucking. Oh my god. First We Feast, Hot Ones. He's like, look at us.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Not me.
That's a good one too. Hot Ones.
Yeah.
Hot Ones.
Oh, Hot Ones is goated, bro.
They have he has his own sneaker line. No, not sneaker line, but like he has his own Hot Ones Reeboks.
Yeah. The problem, Hot Ones lost a lot of.
Oh, I was gonna say because of the virtual.
Yeah. I don't know what the word I want to use is, but
a lot of enjoyment. It's not as cool when you can't witness the
chemistry.
The like the charisma like of them like feeding off of each other. Like when Sean like when Sean Evans asks the questions and then they eat the hot wing and whoever's across from him is sitting there like
dying. He's just like I've done.
And Sean Evans sitting there trying to talk to him. He's like, I need you to hold up for like a minute.
Dude,
like,
that's so funny because like. He's so calm, but like he's a really good host.
Oh yeah,
and like the thing is, it's so funny because like, you can tell he's done it so much that he just does not affect him anymore. No.
Have you watched Full Size Run yet?
No.
I'll send you a link tonight. Okay. That's going to be your next rabbit hole. That's the sneaker show I told you that Trinidad James is a co-host of.
Oh,
dude, this shit's hilarious. They had fucking who was it? They had Currency on one time. And he just smoked the whole time. It was hilarious. And it's these other 2 white dudes who are like complex journalists, but they're actually really funny. Like you'll like them. You'll like them. I'm gonna send it to you then. Before we get into, we don't really have much for this show. I'll give you a little peek behind the scenes. We're recording 2 episodes today, so it's gonna be a little weird. Our topic of the show that basically we would have had the Monday episode that we're splitting into 2. So our main topic is going to be the next episode. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Because it's going to take a substantial amount of time, I think. So we're just going to do like kind of this is more of the news, not news, but you know what I mean.
What's new this week?
What you can kind of what our normal show would go like, and then we're just going to do basically a one-off topic as the next episode after we get this one through. But before we go into, I know we want to talk about the passing of DMX, which RIP he's a legend. I think I didn't listen to DMX like that.
I listened to a little bit of DMX. I mean, it's kind of crazy because like people forget, as I feel like I'm our hip hop historian or something because I'm the old head here, but like, which is ironic because I'm the youngest one here. But DMX at one point, like after Tupac and Biggie died, was like the biggest hip hop artist out there for like a few years.
There's always that video on Twitter of him performing at, I don't think it's Woodstock.
Yeah, it is because he goes, "Hey," and,
and everybody's like, he's just performing in front of the entire world.
Yeah,
it looks like
it
it.
does.
It looks like
people
it.
there, bro.
Well, we'll talk about DMX. I want to tell you guys the story that I had previewed a little bit at the lunch table. I had a dream the other night.
Oh God.
Actually, I think it was just this past night, and it's nothing like. It was a nightmare, but it wasn't a nightmare in the reasons you may think. Okay. It made me realize. This is gonna sound so dumb. It made me realize A, how stupid math is.
Yeah.
And B, how much trauma math has caused on me in my life.
Yes.
So I had a
I'm here
dream
for this.
that I was taking a math exam, and like, I don't know, it was like proofs or some dumb shit. I don't even know. But it's literally one of those things where you sit there and you're just like, I have zero idea what the fuck is actually going on in this entire test.
Yes.
And it was like, I don't know, it's like I had to pass this test or some shit. And I'm like, I woke up in a cold sweat. And I'm like, dude, like, thank God I don't have to do math anymore.
Bro, real shit.
Like math, Jordan, you were good at math if I remember correctly. But for us who weren't, like, that shit's traumatizing.
Dude, fuck math.
Like you would like, you think you did it right, and then you look and your answer isn't one of the four, and it's not even close.
It's so funny, bro. You say this because there's this one TikTok my friend sent to our group chat. I don't read TikTok. I don't have TikToks, but like,
I hope you don't read TikTok.
yeah, I don't have TikToks, right? I don't have TikTok.
Me neither.
But my friends will like send random TikToks to our group chat that are funny. And there's this one, and it's like one kid arguing that the answer is 94, and then it's like the other kid arguing the answer is 93, and it's like me having the answer like number 5, and he's just sitting there, and it's like the filter of like Snapchat where his face is like long and like wide, and he's sitting there like.
Well, but yeah, like that's what it was. Like it was like I had to pass this class to grad or some shit like that. And
so
like,
you're worried about graduation?
Well, so that's part of what has been my anxiety for the past week.
Yeah.
So it's been that, and then for whatever reason, like I've had this math dream that just magically popped into my head last night, and it just was not a good time. And thank God I'm an English major, and I don't have to do math anymore.
Bro, that's
but
the
like,
thing that sucks about like math is because all those motherfuckers,
math
all the
blows.
teachers had to be like, yeah, you got the right answer, but show me how you did it. Well,
Yeah, it's like,
what's it matter?
fuck
What's it
you.
matter? Did I get the right answer? Yes. Then you don't have to see anything
Dude,
because I
that's
got the right
thing.
answer.
Like, and the thing that's so dumb about show your work is everyone works differently. My cousin JD, like he does like construction and like whatnot. So like he has to use math and whatnot.
Yeah.
He said he was terrible at math
Yeah.
when he was a kid, right? But like, so the teacher would like help him like say after class or like whatever to help him like figure out different math problems, and like he could do it, but when the teacher asked him to show his work, chalked.
Yeah.
Like he just couldn't do it, and it's so dumb because it's like obviously he knows how to do math. He has to.
I'm
for his job.
fantastic at like mental math and like I mean obviously I took calculus in high school and stuff.
I'm fantastic at Google Math.
but like
I can operate a calculator pretty
but
well.
like when it comes to the like for proofs and stuff, right? Like I could get the answer, but
Or
then
like I'm
you
thinking
remember
like,
these?
bro, like I you know, you can remember certain dreams.
Yeah.
I'm talking like sine, cosine. Like,
yeah,
I don't even know how to do that on a calculator anymore.
I don't either.
I don't know what the fuck you even like triangles and shit, man.
Like
Bro,
I'm so good at that stuff too.
I remember when I first went to college after like taking like half a semester off of high school, bro. Like, fucking math was chalk, dude. I was sitting here like, how the fuck did I put this in my calculator?
Well, I had to take some math because at the time I was a marketing minor, so I had to take like stat and shit. That's probably where it stems from. Like, and I like statistics because I can apply statistics to sports.
Yeah.
But like, god damn, dude, like I
can't do math, but if you want to talk batting average and whip and fip and all this shit, I'm here for it.
I was going through it, man. I think my anxiety all bubbled up into a terrible math dream. It's exactly where the story is where the story wraps up.
Hey, shit happens like that sometimes.
The way you guys feel about math is the way I feel about science.
You see,
science fucking sucks too.
Science sucks.
Oh my god.
You
dude.
see, I was the perfect example of really good at English and social studies,
That's why.
not. I like science. Science was interesting to me. I fucking sucked at it. I was good.
I
was
love
good
doing like the
I
labs
was good
and
at
stuff.
forensics though. I was good at.
See,
I was good at forensic science because I like that criminal shit.
See, I didn't.
But
I
I was
didn't
bad
have
at math.
forensic science, but like, dude, like when it came to doing like the labs and stuff, like I was good because I had the instructions. I could read the instructions, and you just went from there, right? But then you hop over into a motherfucking test, and he's like, "Yeah, Johnny throws the ball at the top of the building. Give me the fucking gravitational force on the ball at like fucking 70 feet." I'm like, bro, what the shit are you talking about, bro? Like, what the hell is that?
You see, the thing I liked about forensic science though is it also tied in like crime shit,
Yeah.
which I like, and I get that from my dad.
Yeah.
So it's like that shit was bullying. Like you're
Yeah.
just talking
But
about
I mean,
like murders.
like
and
social
shit.
studies
Like, yeah,
to me
I'm
was like
here
a
for it.
walk in the park. Like history.
Social studies, I love history.
Yeah, I love
I
history
could.
too.
That's the class where I could just sit there and not pay attention and get away with
Yep.
everything. Yo, you guys didn't. You would have loved Mr. Bechtel if you guys would have had like that. Like he. I don't know if he would have been there when you guys were there,
I don't.
but
think
he went
so.
to Millersville, and he's only a few years older than you guys.
Represent.
He's probably like now. He's probably like 28.
Okay.
The only thing that's bad about him is that like he's a New York fan, so he's a Mets fan.
Hmm.
So I would joke around with him and whatnot. But he was also like one of the baseball coaches,
Hmm.
so he was a cool.
Yeah,
dude. Easy, like hands down, had him 1 year. I had him for half a year. He's easily my favorite teacher I ever had.
Really?
Yep.
I
Shout out TJ
My-
Bechtel if you're for someone watching.
Wouldn't that be funny? I have a strange history with science. I really didn't like science ever. Really, the only time I liked science is when we watched Bill Nye. But my extent, I did like chemistry. Chemistry was cool. However,
I don't have no motherfucking chemistry.
I could frankly give two fucks about cells, the fucking mitochondria, the fucking cellulose, photosynthesis.
Riboflavin
You
or
can't see it on the fucking. You can see me here, but you can't see that window. Throw that shit out the fucking window. I don't care. I really, truly do not care.
Yeah,
And
I agree with you.
I had the option of taking either physics, my senior year of high school,
Which I took and I made a mistake.
which is what a lot of people did. And I'm like, physics, because that involves math.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'm like, that's like combining two of my least favorite
yeah,
things.
but that's like dumb math. That's the
Yeah.
problem. It's like I'm good at math.
Well,
That's like
I heard
dumb.
horror stories of
Bro.
physics, so I'm like, I'm staying away from that. Mind you, I was college prep level in science, which is rightfully so. You
Yeah.
don't put me with the fucking smart kids.
Yeah.
Well, I was told, Brian, instead of physics, you can take Bio 2, which is an honors course, but you have a choice. I'm like, all right, cool. Bio. I just got done saying I didn't give a fuck about cells, but I looked at my options and it was like the 2016 election all over again. It's the lesser of two evils. I'm going with honors Bio 2. So I took honors Bio 2, and little did I know
That shit's chalked.
that was a mistake from day one. Luckily, there was certain people in that class that got me through it.
Dude, that was like me with accounting, bro.
Names
What?
will remain.
I didn't do that bad at accounting, but it was
Oh my
just
god,
like,
I didn't take accounting until college.
Bro,
Bro,
my,
I
know
my
what was
accounting
going
was
on.
easy,
Bro,
bro.
I
That's
took
because you have Mrs. Craig.
So
Yeah,
You
Mrs.
just
Craig
play
was lit,
games the
bro.
entire time.
absolutely.
And then you'd watch Shark Tank.
yeah.
And then I'd be sitting over there playing fucking Bad Egg with you guys, and then she'd walk over and be like, "You have your accounting book done?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Okay," and she just walk away, like,
Dude, I remember fucking, it was my accounting. Okay, so it was like a group of like me and three of my friends, right? We fucking would always sit at like how you walk down that staircase and like the far right corner there was just tables over there.
"Yes."
So we would sit over there. So
Where the
fucking-
computers are?
Yeah. So during the final exam, we had to be separated, obviously,
Uh-huh.
right? Dude, kid you not, right? So my friend O'Neill, so like the table was back here, so my friend O'Neill sat here, and his girlfriend at the time, Amy, was like on the other side. They were like diagonal, and then like my friend Riley, you would know Riley Newman, both of you would.
Oh, yeah.
So
I know Riley. He might not. I know.
Yeah,
Riley.
I think you
I
would
don't-
for coaching rec basketball. Riley played rec basketball. I don't know. But he sat over here, and
Yeah.
I was over here at the fucking computers, right? So Miss Craig didn't give a shit. I had my phone sitting up there just listening to music. She did not care.
Well, she let us listen to music.
Yeah, she didn't care. Bro, I kid you not. So here's how this would go. Me and Onel fucking blew, right? At like accounting and shit like that. Like we just didn't care. Amy and Riley though, good at accounting.
Right.
They sent us the answers like on Snapchat like during the exam because Miss Craig just sat at her desk the whole time.
Yeah, she did.
So for some reason, Miss Craig, you're watching here. That's how I finished that class with a 70 something and got an 87 on that final.
Dude, what course was it that? Well, so when you went down Mr. Craig's
Hold
class,
on, can I finish my Bio 2 story?
Oh yeah, my bad.
So, I remember because I had Mr. Fox. You remember Mr. Fox?
Oh yeah,
he was
alright.
fine. I mean, all these kids liked him because they fucked with science and they were smart.
yeah.
And I'm not dumb, but like, when it comes to science, right? It's like Jordan with baseball.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I want to write. I do not give a fuck about dissecting a fucking... I don't even know what we dissected. I think it was a pig. I don't know. I don't care. So, he calls everybody up to him, like, do a little one-on-one thing at the beginning of the class to be like, what do you want to do with your life? Well, everybody's like, I want to be in exercise science. I want to be a fucking... What was the one thing every white girl wanted to do? Marine biology.
Yeah,
Marine biology.
You
Like,
beat me to
what are
it.
you fucking doing? Riding dolphins and shit? Like, that's not what you
Bro,
do.
Yo,
swimming
Paul,
like fucking
like-
manatees and shit, bro.
like-
Like, who wants to do that?
But it's not even what you do in that profession. But
No,
whatever,
it's
go
not.
ahead, be you.
Right.
So I fucking go up there. He's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I just didn't want to take physics, so that's why I took this class. He kind of laughed at me, and I'm like, what's up? Like, I'm like, so he's like, so you're not like a big science guy? I'm like, no, I'm like, I want to be a journalist. And he's like, oh, well, maybe you can like, you know, write a journalistic article about like our dissection when we get there in this class. And I'm like, sure, bro. I never disliked a class more than I fucking hated that class. I could not stand it. I just couldn't stand it. It's like, take the stuff you learn in biology, right? Just core
Yeah.
biology, and then just go deeper with it.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what the fuck was going on, Jordan. I honestly, like, there was only 2 times in high school where I didn't know what was actually the fuck going on. It was that, and it was fucking Spanish 4.
Oh
Bro,
my god.
I don't, Bailey,
What do you had to speak Spanish?
Mrs. Rodriguez,
my right
bro.
hand up to God, I have zero idea how I got through Spanish 4 of the sea. I don't know. To this day. Because what happened was, it got to the point where Mrs. Rodriguez, who I liked her a lot. Like, I had her for Spanish 3 and 4.
She was like the kind of short, fat
Yeah.
lady with the glasses.
No, she wasn't
No,
fat.
she was fat.
She was
She
the
was
short, skinny
Yeah.
lady.
Short
like
fat
actual
lady was,
Spanish, like actual Spanish
was
lady. She was
I
the
don't know
bitch
she
I
was.
nobody
Mark,
liked.
started with an M. Her last name started with an M.
Alright, it doesn't matter.
It don't really fucking matter. But, like, it got to the point, like, in Spanish 4, you're supposed to speak...
Metzer?
Yes. I think
You're
it's
supposed to
what it is.
speak Spanish. You can
Yeah.
only
You're supposed to
Spanish.
speak Spanish, and if she hears you speaking English,
Yeah.
she takes points off.
Yeah.
Like, of your grade. Well, that rule just didn't apply to me. And she knew it. Like, she knew that I would try, but I had no idea what the fuck I was doing, so she would just laugh at me. So I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but I survived.
Bro, I remember fucking... I took Spanish 1 because I was sitting here. I remember like my freshman year.
Did you have
I had Zapata.
Senor Eshelman.
no, dude. I had Zapata both years.
Oh, okay.
Oh, dude, Zapata's the fucking
Gee.
god.
Yeah, I liked him. I sucked at that class, but I liked him. Fucking. So I took that. I was like, this would probably be a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
So, dude, that shit was chalked.
Bro, I should have just stopped after Spanish, too.
Dude, yeah. So I took Spanish 2 the following year, right? And I had Lewis in class this year, right?
Oh,
and now Lewis,
Shout out Lewis, friend of the pod.
friend of the pod, Lewis, is a fluent Spanish speaker. So like,
Yeah.
he just took that shit for the
He
easy
just
A.
said GG's, yeah.
Bro, I'm sitting there fucking lost, dude. I'm sitting here
That's
like,
what you got to lose for.
bro, I was so lost. The only thing I was good at is I remember this vividly. I think it was Spanish too. Fucking someone brought up like what subtitles were, and I was like, "Hey, I watch it." Yeah. So I was able to use my weeb knowledge to answer some question about that. But dude, it was so funny, right? Because you know how you had to pick Spanish names.
Yeah.
I was Oscar. The reason.
No way!
Were you?
I was Uskar as well.
Oh yeah, the reason I chose
That's
Oscar.
insane.
I don't know why you chose Oscar. I chose Oscar because I was sitting there looking at the names. I was like, bro, I don't know what to pick. At this time is when I first started getting into soccer. I was like, yo, that Chelsea center attacking midfielder's name is Oscar.
I picked Oscar because of Sesame Street.
Okay.
Oscar the
So,
Hell yeah.
you guys know Erisman, the Erismans? So I was friends with Ty. And
Okay.
Ty also blew at Spanish. and his name was Mario. So I think
that's actually crazy because in Spanish 1, my name was Mario.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I was Oscar both years.
Then I rode with Oscar the rest of the way.
And then you guys know the kid that me and Louis are friends with, Colin?
Yes.
I forget what his Spanish name was, but he was also in this class.
What was yours? Because you took Spanish.
I took up to
2, right?
Yeah, I took 3 and.
You know what's crazy
I
is
don't know if I took 4 or not.
I couldn't speak the Spanish that we learned.
Yeah.
But I could write in Spanish pretty
See,
fine.
I was the opposite.
Well, of course, I can write. So.
I can write, but I could speak it like fine.
Okay.
I was Jorge in Spanish 1. I was Felipe in Spanish 2.
Sounds like Jordan's name.
What was I in Spanish 3, bro?
I don't know because we didn't have Spanish 3.
I don't think we did either.
Because I had it bright and early in the fucking morning.
Oh, I did too.
So I vividly remember some kid like died, and we were like, "This is turned incredibly morbid." Real quick.
It is. I know where you're going.
But like the principal comes over the inner speaker and like is talking about this kid that died, and I'm like looking around, people are crying. I had no idea what the fuck's going on. I have no idea who this is.
Bro,
Like,
and they're sending people out like, if you're having a difficult
What
time,
year
like, we
was
have the
it? What
guidance
year was
counselor
it?
to talk to you.
This is
And
my
people are
junior
like getting
year.
up.
Oh,
People
okay.
like getting up, like walking out of the room, like bawling their eyes out. I'm just like, look at that fucking idiot crying over there. But I didn't realize what they were crying for, bro. I didn't realize what they were crying for.
Wait,
and then he came on the loudspeaker, and I was like, oh, I feel like a dickhead now.
Well, because hold on. You guys were 2 grades above me, or if was a 3.
we graduated 2016,
I graduated 2019.
so 3 years.
So I was a freshman. You guys were juniors, right?
No, we-
Or
we
you
were
guys were
seniors.
seniors.
You would've
Okay.
been, yeah.
No, yeah, because my friend did pass away when I was in school. So I forget what year that was. I think I was a junior. So no.
You're talking about the kid that lived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jessica,
I
my
don't-
sister, brother.
Yeah.
Say it on the podcast.
I don't remember.
I mean, it's fine.
I don't remember who you guys would have been talking about. I mean, I would have been.
Bro, I don't.
What was his name, dude? He was friends with
Who?
like
I gotta stop, bro. I'm gonna say some fucking
yeah.
mad
Talk-
shit.
talk-
So
He was friends with the soccer kids. I can't remember his name though.
I don't remember it. But anyway,
and I don't mean to be disrespectful. Like I just didn't know people like that in high school.
yeah,
I wasn't like, especially junior and senior year. It was squad and like extended squad, and that's about it. And
Yeah.
like
Redacted.
redacted squad, but yeah, like that was literally.
No, okay, back to like my Spanish story I was talking about though, right? So like you guys know Mr. Zapata, like he had a deep voice,
Yeah,
right?
Zapata.
So
He was Colombian, right?
yes.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Thick
so funny
Colombian
because like
Sick.
I think it was Spanish 1 or 2. I'm pretty sure Spanish 1, dude. Fucking me and Ty sat like right in front of his desk, and then Colin was near there too. And Ty, for some reason, because like I don't know how his brothers were, but Ty was like not dumb. He was smart, but he was also like a clown.
Yeah, he just didn't play himself.
Yeah. So, bro, he would sit there and like mock like Mr. Zapata. He'd be like talking a deep voice and shit. So he goes. There's this kid in his class. His name was Nacho, right? So Ty's sitting there because Colin's like egging him on to do this shit, bro. And he goes like to call like his name out because like we're in the back, so you think it would be Mr. Zapata, right? So Ty just sits there and he goes, Nacho. And he's like, come to the back or something like that, right? The kid gets up and walks to the back of the desk, right? He walks to the back of Mr. Zapata's desk. He's just standing there. And Mr. Zapata looks at him. He's like, what are you doing? He's just like, you call me back here? He's like, no. And then, dude, Ty and Colin are just losing their shit, bro. That shit will never not.
Bailey's
be funny,
definitely the
bro.
kid that got in trouble multiple times in school
Because-
just for laughing.
Yes,
Because of his friends.
100%.
Because of
That's
his
all I
friends.
did. I
That's
would
how
just
I
sit
was
there
too.
and laugh because I wouldn't do the dumb shit. I'd be around the dumb shit.
Dude,
I would
do you
just laugh.
remember when we were in Krista's class? We're bringing Krista back into the top conversation. When we were sitting down there.
Krista, come on the pod.
Dude, okay, so you know how you go
Could
right
you-
down.
Oh,
and
Miss Craig?
You go
Okay.
down into Krista's room, and right on the right hand side there's that big white table, right in front of the
Yeah,
dark
the
room.
dark
well, that's
room.
where we sat. Okay, we sat.
I don't even know why.
That's not even assigned seats,
I
bro.
don't
That's
even
where
know
we
why,
sat.
and I don't know, like, she was like, the only time you can't sit there is when a substitute's there.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, whatever. So we would go to our normal seat, and then they take attendance, and we would just go mob to
Yes,
the table.
yes, we would. So,
Oh, man.
do you
Do you guys
remember
remember
when
Miss
I was
Funk?
mocking all of the freaking high school teachers, bro?
Oh, my God, dude. That was hilarious. Because you did...
I did.
Was it Stewart?
Stuart
or was
Stewart.
It,
I
I
did-
think Stewart. Which one? He's all right. He kinda
Yeah, I had
looked
Stuart.
good.
He's okay. I liked him in the beginning because like he always had that like random like sport fact of the day,
Yeah.
and then he'd always play like that music game, and I was
Yeah.
killing that, bro, because I know all that type of old stuff, and like half the people in there listen to like Taylor Swift and fucking
Florence the Machine. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you
Really?
listening to? Some like fucking folk shit that I don't give a fuck about.
yeah.
White girl music.
Yes. Oh, yo, real quick, I just want to say this was super funny. You tweeted Nolan, you cannot make it up, ha ha ha. And fucking Dave replied to that shit. You're like, dude, I'm not making it up. I promise. That's why I was losing full over here for a little bit. That shit's hilarious. Did you see that?
I did not see it.
So Nolan Arenado did you say that when he was walking up to his at bat?
No, when he hit the home run.
Okay, so Nolan Arenado, the guy that the Cardinals just traded for, he hit a winning home run, right?
Bottom of the 8th, the Cardinals are.
It's 1-0.
Tied. No, it's tied 1-1. He first pitch he sees fucking cranks it no doubt or left field.
So he tweets out, Nolan, you cannot make it up, ha ha ha. And Dave tweets he replies, he says, dude, I'm not making it up, I promise.
So I saw it this morning. I replied to him. I said, "W joke."
That shit was hilarious.
That is funny. That is very, very funny.
So yes, Jordan's story goes like this. He's doing impersonations of different teachers at our school, and I forget which one you did, but she was dying.
I was doing Dan Myers, bro. I was doing Dan Myers, bro. I can't make this up. For people who, dude, I had Krista dying, bro. I had that whole room dying, bro.
The shit was legendary.
And then after I do Dan's, she goes, "Do me next," and I'm like,
"Oh,
well, are you sure?" And she's like, "Yeah." I'm like,
"Do a impression of Dan real quick."
I can't because
what?
Oh, this guy used to. Oh, dude. Every time the phone would ring, he'd go,
"Oh yeah, yeah." You could say
I hate technology.
But Mr. Stewart did the same shit though.
Oh my god.
Mr. Stewart.
Oh yeah, dude, I did Mr. Stewart too. I'll never forget. I had.
But I remember one time the phone called, right, and he answered it. The phone rang again. I think it rang 3 times. He looked at me and just yelled at the phone, and I was just like, "Yo,
dude, no, I had an even better one, dude. The phone had called 4 times.
The phone had rang.
The phone, dude, he said it. He said it. It's not my fault. He said it. The phone rang. He said it. It's not my fault. The phone rang 5 times in the first 5 minutes of people just needing to go down to the office, right? And there was a break, and he was in the middle of his sports thing, right? He had a video, and he the lights went off for everything, right?
That boy takes that shit serious.
And the phone rings, bro. And he has a desk in front of him, and he picks this desk up and just goes, BAM! Off the ground of it, dude. Walks over, picks the phone up, and goes, hello? I was dying, dude. And he goes, you? To the office. And I'll never forget that. And he just continues on with his sports discussion like it was nothing. I was losing my mind. Because I sat right in front of where he slammed the desk, dude, and I was just sitting there, and I'm just like...
You know Jordan is. You know Jordan is though.
Yeah.
Jordan, you don't care if it's gonna piss somebody off. You're gonna laugh.
Yeah.
He's. Oh man, dude.
We have some good high school stories.
I didn't think this is what this pod was gonna turn into, but I'm here for it. Let's continue with any more stories you have because this is great. We're already at about an hour, so that's good. There was one I was thinking of. Fucking. Oh, do you remember Mr. Hess?
Oh God.
Dude, I had him for homeroom.
Oh God.
And the one time. He liked me, I guess, but he's just weird. Dude's just fucking weird. He's ancient, dog. He looked like...
I always thought he was a fucking child predator, bro.
I low-key think he probably was. But he, the one day, we were leaving homeroom. This is our freshman year, or sophomore year or something. And I say to him, I go, have a good day, Mr. Hess. And he goes, always. I'm like, the fuck?
The fuck you mean always?
Dude, okay, who was the fucking teacher's name that teach driver's ed?
Mr. Hess.
No, Mr. Stewart.
No.
Mr. McCabe.
You're talking... No, he's talking about the fat fuck.
With glasses.
I hated that guy because of my service learning.
Wait, what?
Oh, what was his name?
What was his name?
Basil.
Yeah. Dude, I remember one time, right? I forget what we were doing, but so my friend Riley, again, we'll bring this back up. He was doing the stupid drivers thing. We had he had you against the wall with the pedal.
Yeah, see how quick your reaction time is to go from the fucking gas pedal to the brake. But that shit made no sense because you push the gas pedal down and you're going like this, and the brake's fucking right here. So what? Some big motherfucker like me, I don't know if you can see us on the camera, but you had to go from being the whole way down there to being hoofa boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I said,
stupid.
I am friends with Riley. I was just joking with Riley as the whole class is standing around and he's doing that. And Mr. Basil was like, why don't you come down here?
Yeah, that's
whatever.
and
I'm just like, all right, whatever. That's my friend, but sure, whatever. You want to be a douchebag. So our other friend was in his class. His name was Kevin. So I forget what happened.
Hi, Kevin.
But Kevin threw something later in that class, and I was next to Kevin, and he pointed at me and said it was me.
Oh shit!
And Mr. Basil actually believed it. I got pissed. I was like, it wasn't me. I literally argued with him. I was like, dude, like, it wasn't me. Like, it was Kevin.
Oh,
like,
I could just
I was
see
like,
Bill.
I was like, listen, I don't care if I get called for just something. Like, it wasn't fucking me. Like, I didn't curse, obviously, but like, I was tilt, bro. I was like, it was not me. Like, you're not gonna yell at me for something I didn't fucking do.
Bro, that was like,
I was
well, this is the unrelated story. Senior year, Jordan and I just not giving a fuck. Do you remember English class?
I knew it was coming.
Oh my
CCO day, baby.
Bro,
Miss O'Day, I had her.
she was great. I loved her.
Freshman.
But I think it's fair to say that Jordan and I just did
And
not
Hector.
give a fuck in that.
Oh,
did not give a fuck in that class. And I forget what was it, a how-to video or something?
Yeah.
You're supposed to know how to do something. This is when Jordan and I we were heavy into FIFA. I think it was probably like 18.
Is that how to play FIFA?
Well, no, it would have been
It
16.
would have been 16.
God damn,
That
that's
would
a
have
long
been
time
good
ago.
FIFA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we would always sit there and just use like Foothead or something and just build FIFA squads,
yeah.
right? And like you could do like foot drafts on that
Yeah.
shit. So I've been doing this the whole time, like literally every day in our class. That's what I would do. We would either do that, or we would watch fucking
Castro.
we would watch fucking Sidemen videos.
yeah.
Like we would just be geeking in the middle of the fucking class. And so we did this how-to video or whatever it is. So I didn't give a fuck. So mine was how to build a fucking FIFA draft. So I get up there and I go, Jordan can attest for this because he's in the fucking class.
Absolutely.
I go, before we start, I just want to make sure Mrs. O'Day knows that the whole time I've been doing this in her class, it was for preparation for this presentation. And she kind of shook her head and was laughing. I mean, I had a good enough. English for me was a breeze because I could sit down, write a paper in a half hour, turn it in the next day, and get an A. Like it was just too easy. So
We did that on many occasions.
yeah.
Dude, I remember one time in it was English class again. I had Miss Bodie. I don't know if you guys.
I know the
Miss
name, but
Bodie. Dude, so I walk in, like, when you walk in, like, her desk is, like, right here, and then, like, there's just seats to the left. So I sat in, like, the first, like, row when you walked in the very back. I was just pulling. And the kid that used to work with us, Elliot, he sat on, like, the opposite side, bro. Kid you not, Miss Bodie, you know how, like, teachers standing out, like, outside the class, dude? So you know how, like, the window led onto the roof, dude? Motherfucker opens the window
told this story
and
before,
climbs out onto the roof, bro. I wish I had a video that he climbs back in before the teacher got in, before Miss Bodie got in. Another story about that class. So, like, where he sat was near the AC unit, right?
Oh, Lord.
So, we were watching a movie, and Elliot's just like, he was the class clown. Every teacher loved him, but he was a clown, right? So, Miss Bodie kind of had a larger rear, right, per se, right? And he sat near the AC unit, and she would always wear, like, these dresses and whatnot, right? So, like I said, I'm on the opposite side of the classroom from Elliot. Elliot's over here. So she goes to stand back next to him because he keeps being a goof, right? So she's just sitting there, like, against the AC unit or whatever, and my man Elliot looks at me, he goes like this, he goes... Bro, that shit was
like,
so
who was the
funny.
female gym teacher that everybody was like...
Oh, Miss Kramer?
Yes. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
everybody was like...
She's the one that got the Pinocchio nose, right?
Yeah.
And then what was the other one? Miss Forney, right? Or maybe not for you guys when they was there.
No, it was Paquette for us.
Well, yeah, we had
yeah,
Paquette
she was
as
chill.
well.
Yeah, she was... I
Yeah,
had
she was a
her.
Bruins
She's like-
fan,
yeah,
though.
yeah.
That's the only bad thing about her. But yeah, it was Miss Kramer, and then it was Miss Forney was the other one.
I don't know who that is.
You guys made...
Forna.
No cap, I think she may have been a dyke. I'm pretty sure she was. I could
have
be
been.
wrong.
Likes holes instead of holes.
Hey, it is what it is.
Different strokes or different...
folks.
Something like that.
Yeah,
I was
something
going to
like
say
that.
different strokes for different folks, but
I don't
she's
know
like,
if the next thing I was thinking of saying is politically correct, so I'm just not going to say it.
That's fine. I'll
say
never
it
forget.
off
I don't know if you guys did this, Bailey, but Brian can attest to us doing this. But it was me. Well, not this occasion because you weren't there, but we've done this before. It was me, Joey Cadmus, Nate Owens, and
Let's hope none of these kids are in jail or something.
Ryan Miller. Okay, it's us four. We're walking. I don't remember what class we're walking from, but we're going to lunch, and we're coming from like the like Spanish wing area, right?
Yeah.
And we're coming up the stairs there by the
Oh, the stairs of death.
stairs of death. Yeah.
Oh my, fuck those.
So, bro, there's this girl in front of us. Couldn't tell you who she was. She has like a water bottle like this,
Oh my god.
Oh my
right?
God, dude.
So,
The fucking water bottles were just
so
a fucking weapon.
Joey takes this fucking water bottle out of her backpack, right? Unscrews the top and hands it to Nate, right? And Nate puts this fucking bottle at the top of the stairs, turns around, and just gives this thing a fucking boot, bro.
Oh, I didn't know he kicked it.
Water goes everywhere.
See, I was
dude.
never.
everywhere.
I had too much anxiety to,
Yeah,
like,
I would witness it.
to
but I
do
wouldn't
that shit. But I used to. I wouldn't say I attested. Like I didn't partake in the narc activities, but like I kind of orchestrated the narc activities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, especially if it was like
George,
me, you, and
Get a
Cam.
bottle. Oh, dude, Cam used to take fucking like
Gatorade.
he would take like if somebody had a water bottle. You know those fuckers in high school that had like you know how you have the backpack and you have the 2 slots for water bottles. They had both. They had 2 full water bottles like sealed, like they had a fucking jetpack or something. Like it was like it was NOS or some shit. I don't know, bro. Cam would just take people's drinks that are sealed. And he would just take them for himself.
Yeah,
he would literally jack people's
was
drinks
so funny.
just straight out of
man.
their, and they didn't even know it.
Yeah,
Bro, I remember fucking, like, you guys know you had to do, like, the storm drills and shit?
Yeah.
So, like, we did the tornado one, bro, and, like, kids I just knew were just, like, you know, had to stand there, like, bent over and shit, like, crawl up in a ball. Dude, random people would just start making noises, and you know what I'm talking about?
You're like trying not to laugh.
Like, the fucking tornado activity. Like, the teacher had to be like, quiet down.
I know. Well, that's because like they're
so
like,
tough, bro.
They're like,
It's tough.
oh, we have a tornado drill we have to do. Like, first off, you think fucking putting your head against the wall and covering your
Wait
head
till that wall
this-
breaks on top of my dome piece and
You
it's
think
fucking
that you think, like
RIP.
sitting in the wallway between 2 fucking walls is gonna protect you from a tornado? Like,
Well,
Dude,
my thing
if
is,
anything, I'm going into the bathroom, bro.
My
There's no
thing is like
windows.
they're telling you to be quiet. My
Who
tornado don't give a
cares?
fuck if you're loud or not. It's still gonna fucking suck you up.
Dude, I remember this
Tell
one
yourself.
time, bro. Fucking, it was my senior year. I was in Miss Craig's class actually,
absolutely.
and you remember this?
There's a
like-
common denominator
Yeah,
here.
so it's like near the end of the year, dude. Like they didn't give a shit about us doing anything.
No.
So you know, like that staircase, like that goes up to like the outside where the big trash cans are.
Yeah.
Bro, I kid you not, me and like a group of just like hooligans, bro. Like I was just witnessing it, bro. They found the CDs. You know, the houses were like over there, bro. They were picking up the fucking CDs and just whipping them like they were frisbees at the houses
my
and shit. Dude, there was a chair, bro. This kid's name, I don't know if he's watching. His name's Hunter Criminal. He's still in school, so hopefully he doesn't get in trouble with it. Well, I mean, that doesn't matter. Bro, he fucking picks up the chair and he just yeets that shit into the fucking, like, the giant trash can, bro. We were
Dude,
just...
I'll never forget when we were playing, like, if you were playing tennis down there by the front court, that was, like, right there by the road.
Oh, yeah.
And-
That shit was chalk.
You would purposely just smack one over, and they'd be like, hey, who hit that over? You're like, you do it again, you're not playing anymore. Like, oh, sorry.
I think when we played tennis, I think if you lost a ball, like they would knock you points.
Yeah,
or some shit.
they
It's
did.
like, okay, like
Ooh.
Ooh. Points.
Whatever
fucking
will
gym
I
class,
do?
bro. Like it's all good. I was gonna say something. I can't remember it.
Bro, can we talk about how chalked the fucking mile one was?
Actually, my best mile run my best mile run ever until I started actually going to the gym regularly was in high school. I had like a 7:30 something, which is pretty decent.
That's pretty good for a mile.
But I was playing baseball at the time, so I
Yeah.
had activity every day.
I had like a 6-0 or something like that, but then I was still playing soccer freshman year.
Exactly. There's another story I wanted to tell, but I can't think of it. Oh my god! Shoot. I don't know if I can.
What is it about?
I don't know if I can tell that story.
Is it about jelly?
Who? No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, we'll leave the mentally challenged kids out of this.
Yo.
No, it was. I don't know if I can tell this story.
Dude, my friend
What was it
Mike
about?
would always
Was I
fall
there?
asleep.
Homecoming court. You were definitely there.
Oh,
You
I was
definitely
definitely-
remember
told me
this.
I
about
was
this.
definitely
I know this
there.
story.
I was definitely there. I remember that.
Dude, I remember one time, bro, in fucking...
I don't think you can tell that story.
And
Yeah.
in,
Don't take me down the road, I don't wanna
in,
go.
in
Yeah.
Myers class, right, bro? During the Pledge of Allegiance, bro, it's like, so my friend Matt, he used to go to Pequaweta with us, but then he ended up moving to Rising Sun with his mom, and he came back like during high school.
Wait, what the fuck's Rising Sun?
Rising Sun's in Maryland.
All I can think of, don't ask me why.
It's
All I can
Japan.
think of is
Well, like
Medal of Honor,
Oh,
Rising
yeah,
Sun,
yeah,
where
yeah.
you fight in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, dude, literally, fucking, that class was so funny because my friend Mike was in that class, and he would always just sleep during the whole class.
Sounds like Dan Myers.
Coach would be like, Mike, you awake? And Mike would be like,
What the hell? So it was Dirty Dan.
yeah.
That's
But no,
that's
anyway,
unreal.
so like-
Josh Ober.
Josh Over, you awake?
My friend Matt, bro, he just started Millie Rock during like the national anthem and shit. He would just dance during the anthem the whole fucking time.
Sounds
Dude,
like
shit
something
was
Jordan
so
would do.
funny. Yeah, it
I
was.
have not danced during
That
the
shit was
anthem.
so funny.
I think we should just wrap this up. Wrap it here at an hour.
Probably, yeah.
That was a very interesting pod. R.I.P. DMX.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't really say about that, but
Well,
Thanks for being a legend in the game.
yeah, I mean,
And everything you attributed to hip hop.
that is episode 40 of the Night Shift podcast.
School stories.
School
Throwback.
stories. Well, I had no idea where we were going to go with it.
Yeah, this is
And
kind of
it
happened.
just so happened, and that's usually what turns into the best episode. So, once again, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, fuck SoundCloud, YouTube, All Night Shift Podcast, Twitch, The Night Shift Plays, I think it is.
yes.
Look, Monday. Well, no, not this Monday. Well, maybe you guys can play something if you want or whatever.
So are you going to be available?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea what my schedule is looking like. But yeah, it's been the Night Shift Podcast. As always, share, send questions in, send topic ideas, anything of the sort. And yeah, we will see you next week, or if, time's weird, but we're going to see you in another 10 minutes. Peace!